Have you ever thought of how top producers stay ahead of the game, like Abza the Small, producing insane songs for artists like Thatohatsi? Matter of fact, they just recently dropped a song called Abantwana Bakho featured on Ngomoya Album, and the song is blowing up. So in today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to make this kind of music step by step. So let's jump straight to the video. So let's compile the song. Let's start with the loop. So let's use MX compilation pack and let's grab a sample loop here. So for starters, we'll just use this loop here. And then we'll layer this loop with another loop. So found the decent loop. Here's the loop. So this is how it sounds all together, but I'm gonna cut off the low end so that the frequencies don't clash. Now it sounds a bit more clean. So we're done with that part. So now we can head to adding effects. So let's grab some effects. Can use an IC crash. And then put it on R70. Let's add a chord progression from here. Can come up with something. So let me load up a piano, or we can use an EP to make a chord progression. So the original key of the song Abantwana Bakho is E flat. So I'm going to use C major, and the chord progression is 2-1-4. I believe it's 2-1-4, and the one I believe is substituted for dominant 7. So I'm gonna try to blend all of that in. I'm gonna take inspiration from the original song. So let's see what can we do. So I just finished recording the chord progression that I was thinking in my head. It's really simple chord progression. All I just did was use a 6-1-4. So chord progression is 6-1-4, 6-1-4, and then just repeat the same thing. So let me quickly modify it a bit. So we're done with our chord progression. So now let's add a bass. I think we can use acoustic bass from Flex. I think I heard that somewhere upon like the song when I listened to it. So let's do the same. We can use this one, upright bass here, and then let's record a bass line. So let me quickly fix this too. Quantize it to the scale. Put the velocity level. We're done with the bass. So I think we layer our first chord progression with a pad. So let's do that. We can use let's use peculiar sounds for this one. I think we can use this pulsing strings, then cut off the low end. So together, this is how it sounds. So let me change the preset and use this Ace of Space. I think it sounds beautiful and spacey, so it adds like that soulful feel to the song. So I want to add something like playing in the background. It can be a string, a flute, something that will sound like amazing, like that would sound like harmonization, something that will make the song a bit soulful and like, how should I make it, like will make somebody cry, like a melody, something, a freestyle. So I'm going to do that. I want this like to be a bit more live and sounds like it's been played, so I'm not going to mess with the quantize, so I'm gonna leave it be. And then let me find another preset. So let's add another section here. So we can do like a climax. That could be our climax. And when I mean climax, I mean like so that it can make like adding shakers. So here, and then we could have like our shakers here, and then here let's add a grand piano. We can use addictive keys for the grand piano, so I'm gonna just use the default preset for that. Then take the original chord progression, layer it, add reverb to it to give it more color, and delay too. And then what we can do here is add another pattern here, so we can use the log drum, use default preset because the original song uses the default preset. Actually, let me record it real quick. Then quantize all of this. Let's put it down a few semi, an octave below. Oh. And then layer it with FM sub, or we can use if loop for this one. Then increase the velocity a bit. Add it here. Here we'll have a breakpoint, and then from 65 we're changing the chord. Let me delete this part here, could repeat that since it's usually the same thing. So let me do this, Control F. Okay. Alt O, and then Alt S, Control B. And this is how it sounds all together. Oh, by the way, if you guys are wondering about this progression, how did I came about it? Since the original key is like ascending, like usually like from 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, I think. So I took the idea and started from 2, head to 3, to 4, and to 5. I mean, head to 6, 5, and then head to 1. So that's how the idea I adapted from the original song. So let's hear how it sounds. Just copy this. We're just layering. Layering is really important. And then we can also add it like to the strings, and then add a new bass line. Record a bass line. So what we can do to make it feel more movie, so I'm going to add an organ, because on the original song there's an organ that is playing in the background. So let me use this one, rock organ, because I really like this sound. And then let's add some effects to it. So let's add our organ here. So I really want the organ to stand out, like playing like on the high note. So add a bunch of delay to it, and then cut off like the low ends. Add a lot of reverb. So I've added this thing, Cymatics Origin, to make it more bit of vintage. Then reduce the volume. So I kind of like that, like I like how this sounds, so I wanted to make this a bit different. I want to add like percussion to this, because on the original song I'm hearing like snares. So let me go grab a snare quickly. So we can have that here, and then let's have something to layer it with. We find I had two to layer it with. And then let me find another loop for this. So I want to use Vusabalele loop. Let me do this. Actually, let me use this one. Let me use this loop to add more bounce to the song. Then we can use like the first part. Let's cut it. So there's a lot of high frequencies here, so let me add it to a mixer, and then let's cut off some of those high frequencies. Firstly, let me reduce it here, and then here put it on high pass, my bad. Then let's add another percussion. We can add a head. We can use this one, and then we can use a pretty simple bounce, something like this. So I really like this one. Let me put it here and then copy it. the organ again. Let me use this one. So let's listen to the song and hear what it sounds like all together. So let's do that. So that's it for the video. I'll be seeing you guys later. See you soon.